We are going to simplify the powers of I. The powers of I are simplified when the imaginary unit I is raised to a power. In the box, I to the first is I squared is -1, I to the third is -I, and I to the fourth equals 1. This pattern repeats every fourth power of I. It's very important that you remember when raising I to any positive integer power, the answer is always I, -1, -I, or 1. So there will only be 4 answers. To do this, we divide the exponent by 4 and determine if there is a remainder. Okay? The remainder is used to determine the power of I. Let's look at example 1. So for example 1, I have I to the 23rd power. I take 23, okay, and I take 4 and I divide it into 23. 4 goes into 23 evenly 5 times, and I have a remainder of 3. I take the remainder, and it goes to the third power. So I to the third power is -I. Example 2, I have I to the 45th power. I'm going to take 45 and put it under my divisor. 4 times 1 is 4. I bring down my 5. 4 goes into 5 evenly 1 time, and I have a remainder of 1. So I to the first power is simply I. Example 3, I have I to the 26th power. I put 26 as my divisor. I take 4. 4 evenly divides into 26 6 times. I have a remainder of 2. I to the second power equals -1. The last example, which is example 4, I have 32. 4 evenly divides into 32 8 times. I have 0 as a remainder. So we have to remember anything to the 0 power is going to equal, yes, anything to the 0 power is going to equal 1. Make sure you remember your powers of I in the box above, and we're always dividing by 4.